Yo, what is good, YouTube? It's your boy Bullet back again, man. And today I will be teaching you some of these tips to help you cop on Nike sneakers. Before we do get into this video, man, I really would appreciate it if y'all could hit that like and sub button. It helps out the channel a lot. But let's not waste any more time. Let's go and get right into it. So first of all, before I even get into any of these tips, I'm going to show y'all some screenshots and videos on the screen right now of my account of a couple purchases on different accounts I have for sneakers. That's one of the tips right there, but we'll get into that in a little bit. But just to show y'all proof, I am copying. And first of all, man, about a year ago, 1 to 2 years ago, I wasn't hitting anything on sneakers, man. I didn't know what I was doing wrong. Every release, L after L after L. So after messing around and here's some other tips myself, I figured out how to hit consistently, and I've been hitting on nearly every release this year. The only shoes I think I haven't hit on at all are the University ones from Snkrs, and I think like the Street Hawker Dunks. But besides that, I've been hitting on every release. Speaking of hitting on releases, I'll go and show y'all these real quick. From last week, I talked about the Stealth 5s. I did get my size 11 in hand. These are really nice, man. If these are my size, I would have to cop. So these are definitely a W shoe right here. And also this morning, there was a restock on the Carmine 6s. And I did hit pairs. I hit on 2 accounts for those. I got a size 12 and a size 11. I wasn't able to secure my personal size, which is a 12, the first drop. So I may keep these depending on if they look nice in hand. I have a pair now. I have the 8.5, but I'm not really sure if I want to keep the 12 or not. I plan to hold these pairs, but if I get these in hand, man, I might have to unds them and take them straight to the toe. But let's go and get into the tips. So the first tip, man, you need to have notifications on for shock drops and make sure you're staying up to date with these releases. I'll flash a couple of good accounts on Twitter, but the J23 Twitter, they have an app as well. Soul Links is good. Sneaker Twitter is good as well as Keith Adams and Personals for You, whichever one of those accounts you want. Those are both Keith Adams accounts. He tweets out about this stuff all the time. So make sure you're on Twitter, man, following these accounts that are going to give you updates on stuff like that. Tip number 2, have multiple accounts. That was the number one thing I was doing wrong a year ago. I wasn't catching any W's, man. Only using one account. Eventually, your account might get going and pick up some releases. But the majority of the time, if you only have one entry, man, you are going to take that L. Definitely use every device you can. I mean, if you got other tablets, phones, computers, and make sure you're using those. And obviously, you're going to need different cell phone numbers for these. You can use family members, friends. Just make sure your addresses are obviously under different names. It doesn't have to be an actual name or anything, but make sure you have different accounts to use, of course. Alright, y'all, another huge thing is staying active on the account. Now, obviously, desktop, you can't do this, but if you're on a phone or tablet, you can click the notify me button. And also, there should be a little heart button down here as well that you can choose. You definitely want to do that for every release. It's going to help you out a lot. And Nike loves to see you on the accounts, man. So make sure you're going through all these sneakers, clicking the notify me and the little heart button to add it to your favorites. And also these little videos. Every once in a while, you don't have to do it, but for maybe like 5 to 10 minutes per day, go through these little stories and just sit here and watch them. Let them play out on your phone or whatever. That is a big thing, man. Nike, not only do they want you to buy their product, but they want you to use the app as well. So that's why they have these story options and things you can look through. So make sure you're definitely taking advantage of this. It's going to increase your chances a lot. Of course, before I was doing this, I was not hitting on many releases at all. So make sure you're doing this. For the 4th tip in this video, man, there is a separate Nike app from the Nike Snkrs app. It's just a regular Nike app. They have a lot of good drops on there that definitely go under the radar. There's a lot of 1 lows, a lot of mids, sometimes 9s, and other shoes drop on there. Other retros as well. Make sure you're taking advantage of that app because Nike does want to reward people who are spending the most money. So if you're spending money on that app and you're not hitting on sneakers, eventually your account is going to pick up, and that's going to help you a lot. But that's just a little tip to use there, especially if you're reselling or spending a lot of money on shoes. The last and final big tip for Nike sneakers, man, is definitely patience. Now, there's a lot of different categories and things this goes into, and it can be applied to a lot of different things while using the app. For example, my account wasn't hitting anything a year ago. I go for every release. Eventually, dude, you're going to start hitting these releases, and once your account kind of picks up, it keeps on moving. Now, regularly, I'm at least hitting one shoe a week. Possibly more because of course I'm on multiple accounts, but your account starts to pick up and it's going to continually have that momentum for future releases. So make sure no matter how many L's you're taking, you're still going for every drop, anything that's profitable. Of course, you don't want to go for random shoes, but anything that's dropping that you think you like, man, or you think is profitable, whatever the reason for you going for it is, make sure you go for that and take advantage of this system. There definitely is a great way for you to go ahead and scoop these shoes. Another thing with patience, and this is talking about more the draw side. From my experience, at least on the Nike draws, that's obviously the 10-minute mark. They give you 10 minutes to get all your accounts in or whatever. I wouldn't enter as soon as the app opens. For whatever reason, I don't think Nike picks a lot of those accounts, and I've never hit on a draw when I was going in as soon as the draw opens and putting in my accounts. I had a lot more success, especially this year, with waiting like maybe 3 or 4 minutes to get in your accounts. Still have plenty of time to put all your information in and all that. But as soon as the gate opens, don't all flood in. That's what the majority of people doing. And I have yet to catch a W on the draw while doing that. Since I've been waiting a little bit to let the draw open up and all that, I've been catching a lot more W's, having a lot more success on Snkrs app. But that's pretty much going to wrap up the tips in this video, man. If you made it this far, feel free to drop in the comment section below any tips you might have or your experiences with sneakers, man. I hope this video helps y'all out because I have definitely hit a lot more shoes with following these tips. It's been your boy Bullet, man. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm out.